Hi guys, it's Sean the Silver Fox. In this video I want to share with you one of my latest projects. And for the more observant of you out there will notice the change in my headdress. Or headwear, let's say. I don't go hunting, I do not shoot, I don't trap, I don't do anything like that. The only animals that you've ever seen me do on YouTube are from roadkill, and the fox I'm wearing at the minute is exactly the same. It was a roadkill fox that I picked up. I brought it home, I skinned it and obviously removed the meat. Some of the meat I ate and the rest of it I fed to our eagle owl. Now before the birds of prey people as well start saying, oh my god, you're feeding, you know, dead animals to an owl, or as in roadkill, not freshly killed. I'm very careful with the animals that I pick up. Unless they're very fresh, I don't touch them at all. Either for my own consumption or to give to the animals. So with that saying, I made the fox hat. I have the tail around here as well. So what I've done is I've tanned the skin, and the way I tanned this one actually was an experiment, and it's worked really well, and it was using a washing machine. Now somebody on a social networking site called Woodlife, they posted a thread on how you could tan fur animal skins using a washing machine. So I followed her instructions and it turned out okay. The fur isn't coming out of this. Look, it's a strong fur on this. It seems to have held pretty good, so I'm quite pleased with that. And the process is, you skin the animal, you deflesh it like you would normally, take the membrane off, you wash the hide in a sink, get as much muck out of it as possible, put it in the washing machine with biological washing powder, and you wash it on a cool wash, sort of 30 degrees or something like that. When that cycle's finished, you wash it again, but with a double dose of fabric conditioner. No washing detergent, just fabric conditioner. You wash it again. Once that cycle's finished, remove it and dry it, and then stretch it. Okay, or if you set up your framework, you can stretch it while you're drying it. And then what I did after that was then just get some bulk cheap moisturiser, hand moisturiser, and rub that into it. Rub as much moisturiser into the flesh side as you can and make it supple and soft. The more you can get into it, the softer it'll be. And then I made a hat. And what I've done, on the inside of my hat, I don't know whether the sun's going to catch it, there's a wool beanie in there, a beanie hat. And what I did, I cut the beanie apart and used that as a template to make this hat. And then sewn the two together, and I have my fox-tailed and headed hat. What I will give you, because it's quite tricky making a hat, I found, make the hat way too big. This one I made it a little bit too tight and I had to re-stitch it and open it up and put in extra panels. Make it way too big, and then what you can do then is when you put the beanie inside, obviously you've got room for it to stretch for your head. But it's very warm, extremely warm I have to say. I may take the face off it in future. We'll see how things go. Mainly because I'm concerned about, you know, just being out in public and upsetting people. So the face here may come off, and I've got some more fur at home, and I'll just sew a panel in to replace that. But what I've done, I've made it so both the fur on both sides is going down, and you're going to have to be careful on your hides. One hide isn't really enough. You could do slightly more. But what I did, I sort of used the animal split. If you imagine the back of the animal, centre of the animal, split it at that point, and then they become the two halves, so that both sides of the fur are pointing down. So if that's the animal, this one you'll turn round, so it's like that. Okay, so all the hair is pointing down. Otherwise, what would happen is you'd like that. This would be sticking up. This would be pointing down. which is why this side is a lot thicker than this side, bushier, okay, because this is like the neck end, where the rougher the neck is, which is much thicker, and this end obviously isn't. So, but there you go, guys. There's my hat. Owes me the cost of a beanie and two goes in a washing machine. A lot cheaper than buying a full fur hat from the States. Very hard to come by in the UK anyway, but in the States, yeah, a couple $100 or whatever. A lot cheaper doing it my way. Maybe it'll be as pretty, I accept that, but it's a lot of fun. So take care, guys. See you on another video.